One of the most effective daily note-taking structures out there is keeping an ongoing log of what happens in your day. The bottom-up approach works particularly well in Reflect because of how the daily notes are structured. I wanted to do a quick walkthrough of what that might look like in case you've never done it before and you want to give it a try for yourself. So to start off with here in my daily note, the first thing that I typically do in the morning is a daily reflection. So I've already got a template laid out for that, so I will paste that here. And I'm not going to fill it out right now, but let's just say that I already have. And so I'm now going to collapse just to make my note look cleaner. Let's say the second thing I do in my day is I took my dog for a walk around the park. And let's maybe say that on that walk, I had a great idea for a side project. So and I've already got a note for this as well, side project idea. And let's say my side project idea, I want to buy pottery studio and open up public membership. Awesome. The nice thing about recording ideas like this is that I can now click into this note for my side project ideas. And this is just my test account. So I've only got one here now that I just put in. But over time down below here, you'll be able to see all of the ideas and exactly where they came from. So it'll be kind of fun because you can see exactly where I had the idea. So a year from now, I can look back and see how many dog walks I had a great idea on. Let's go back to the daily note. I'm going to collapse this one as well. And let's say the next thing I check on Slack and respond to all messages. Cool. That one's pretty simple. So let's say I have a meeting now. I'm going to skip this first one on my calendar because these are actual meetings and this one's full of contacts. So let's skip ahead to this 10 a.m. meeting. Let's say I have this meeting and so I'm just going to click this. I'm going to clear the attendees out because I don't really need to link to them in my note. But I do want to create a backlink note. So I am going to select that and I'm going to add that to my daily note. So now here it has the calendar invite. And so I can just start taking notes during my meeting here. So let's say we talked about growth relating to Reflect. And, if I want to, I can put as much detail in there. Maybe I have an action list from it. And let's say I need to follow up with Alex McCaw about a new growth idea. Cool. And so then we can kind of go into this. And again, just like the last note, if I want, I can use this as a running note for any meeting with, any certain individual. And you can see all of your linked notes coming in below. All right. I'm going to collapse that one now. Let's say that was our only meeting for the day. So after that, we went to an early lunch. And let's say I went to lunch with Alex. So went to lunch with Alex McCall at Black Belly Butcher, which is my favorite sandwich shop. So I'm going to create a link for that since that's a place. And inside of that, because I love this place, I want to save it for later. I'm going to mark it as a restaurant. I'm going to say its location was in Boulder, Colorado. And then I'm going to create a quick note that I had a prime rib sandwich and it was 10 out of 10. So now if I ever return here, or if I know of someone going, I can just look at this note and I immediately have something to recommend. All right. So let's just hypothetically say the day ended there. I think most people have a lot more going on. But for our last one, we could even just put in a general to-do list. And then in here, we could say, since I'm putting this at the end of my day, maybe it's just a personal to-do list. So maybe after work, I need to pick the kids up school, go to the grocery store, and let's just put something really typical in there. Let's say I need to start doing my taxes today. And let's say that's going to be a complicated one. So actually, I'm going to decide to create a link for that. Awesome. So now you can kind of see how your day progresses. You now have a running log of it. There's a bunch of different ways some people choose to do this. I've seen people that like to put in the times that each happens. They know exactly when each thing happened. I sort of like to just do a running log so that I can go back and look. And even if it's a year from now, I can come back and look at today and know exactly what I was doing.